What's good, fam? It's Lone Wolf here, and today I want to talk to you about a few ways that you can improve your skills during this quarantine. So the kind of skills that we're going to talk about in this video have to do with basic manipulation. So here in front of me I've got my 416, and we're going to look at a couple ways to improve your basic manipulation skills when it comes to your rifle. We'll also talk about pistol a little bit, but let's focus on rifle first. So let's start off with the very basics of manipulation. I'm just going to start with grip. For a lot of you, this is probably common sense. You already know this, but there's some of you out there that don't. So I'm going to go over it anyway. So first and foremost, this is your grip that you should have. When you're not engaging with somebody, this is how you should be holding your rifle. Just like this. Grab that grip, but your trigger finger should be right here. The only time that it should be on the trigger is when you're ready to pull it. Otherwise, it should be like this. Second, what about the other hand? So for me, I prefer the vertical grip. I like the classic, I can't remember the term for it, but I call it like a half C-clamp. It's kind of a C-clamp, but it's kind of not. So instead of carrying it, holding it like this, or doing a full C-clamp, I do, like I said, what I call a half C-clamp. And yeah, there's an actual term for it, but I don't remember it. So I always grab it, and I'll show you here, like this. And this is used to give you much better control of your rifle. So I can move pretty quickly because I'm controlling it with this hand instead of like this. So if you're aiming and engaging somebody right here, but somebody else comes out, you can move pretty quickly and engage them. So now, how should you shoulder your rifle? It's another super basic thing. Some people just kind of put it on their shoulder. I've seen people go like this, don't do that. I've seen people go like this, don't do that. I've seen people go like this, don't do that. It should be right here. Right here. So the top of it should just about come up to the top of your shoulder. Right here. You've got it nestled like right below your shoulder, next to your arm, if that makes any sense. Right here. That way you can look right down your sight comfortably with your cheek on your stock. So yeah, there's some of the basics. I know I didn't cover every little thing. Just kind of wanted to summarize the basics overall, so you guys had an idea of what you should and shouldn't be doing. So moving on from that, I'm gonna go ahead and put this back in here. So another thing you guys can practice is reloads. Whether it be reloading from your chest, whether it be on a chest rig or plate carrier, or reloading from your hip. I usually like to carry one mag on my hip. It's kind of a faster reload. I've also carried mags upside down on my plate carrier right here, because I've actually found that to be a pretty fast reload as well. But practice your reloads. This is a great time to do it. You can do it inside, and you can do it outside. And when I say outside, I mean your backyard. So anyway, put on some of your gear, just enough to simulate transitions, to practice them. Put on a plate carrier, put on a battle belt, or whatever gear. But I don't mean you need to fully dress up in all of your kit to do this. Just what you use to reload. So anyway, just practice reloads. You can practice reloads in different situations. Practice it kneeling, practice it laying down, whether you're laying on your stomach, laying on your back. That way you're practicing drawing from kind of more awkward positions. I would also recommend practice drawing from your chest, practice drawing from your hip, and if you carry a dump pouch, practice faster reloads, or tactical reloads, and just reloads. So when you're in a firefight, of course, a common common reload that you're going to do is a tactical reload. Y'all probably know about this. Say it anyway. Tactical reload, that's when you just drop your mag. Like that. And then grab another mag, put it in there, continue. Practice a couple different types of transitions. That way you can improve your speed when you transition in game. So whether it's an open play or a mil sim, if you keep practicing this and make it reflex, or like second nature, you'll be amazed to see how fast your reloads get in game. So moving on from reloads, another really great thing to practice as far as manipulation goes is transitions. Transitioning from, and I apologize, I'm not very good at this, particularly because I usually don't shoot left-handed, but transitioning from right to left or left to right. So shooting this way, and now you've got to switch to your left. One last thing that I suggest you practice is transitioning from your rifle to your pistol. So you could be engaging, drop it, draw your pistol, or you could just be walking, have your rifle down, and knowing that it's down, not just laying, not just hanging, but not able to be used. Practice like that, drawing your pistol. Just throw out some scenarios. Do the same thing that I mentioned earlier with your rifle. Draw from kneeling, or transition from kneeling, from laying down on your back or your stomach. One thing that you can do in your own home to practice each one of these skills is room clearing. You can practice going around a corner to your left while holding it in your right arm, and then immediately having to go to a door that's to your right and having to transition to your left hand. You could go through doors and all of a sudden you step into a room and you've got it engaged and you're out, or you have a malfunction, drop your rifle, hold your pistol. Alright guys, I want to talk to you about something very serious. Patches. That's right. Lots and lots of patches. I've had the honor and the pleasure for over a year of knowing Tim Hickey, a Marine who's the owner of a company called Patch Ops. Now, Patch Ops, hence the title, makes patches. Well, this is the perfect time to go to patchops.com and get yourself some patches. They released a whole bunch of patches specifically about the quarantine. So, my personal favorite, as you can see on my backpack, is I survived COVID-19 and all I got was this stupid patch. Really cool patch. Another one of my favorites is the Essential patch, specifically because I am an essential worker, which means I'm still working 40-hour work weeks. Woohoo! So, he also does vinyl decals, like this one. I survived the coronavirus toilet paper shortages of 2020. Pretty funny, because you can see the toilet paper, that's in the revolver. So anyway, go to patchops.com and buy some patches. Alright, now that we've discussed some manipulation skills for your rifle, let's go over a few things with your pistol, because you can practice very similar things. Now, of course, with a pistol, you don't practice going from right to left hand. I mean, you can, but it doesn't make a whole lot of difference. Maybe it does, but from what I've seen, my experience, I don't see a difference. I mean, you can peek left or you can peek right without switching your hands. Honestly, I think it's completely pointless switching from right to left or left to right with a pistol. So, first, like I did with the rifle, this is how you properly hold the pistol. And you grip like this, And then if you're not shooting, finger goes up here. Remember, it's especially good if you have a blowback pistol. If it's on blowback, it's a little harder, but always make sure your finger is clear. And when you hold it with two hands, now you can shoot with one hand, but it is steady your grip. You get a steadier grip, more balance, and better manipulation if you're two hands. So one other thing really quick, going back to just the one-handed grip, your thumb should be under here. Now this is your beaver tail, your hand should be underneath that. So this way, just like in the front, your slide can go back and forth without hitting your fingers, cutting them. So as far as your other hand goes, you're going to lift this thumb up, you're going to cup your hand around here, and place it right here, still underneath that slide, and your thumb is on top of it. So now you can shoot. Rack the slide just because. And now see, I've got my thumb this way. You can see the slide is not near my finger. You can practice reloads from the hip, from plate carrier if that's where you want to put a mag. Personally, they go up my hip. So anyway, that's some basic manipulation. And I'm not an expert in shooting. I've shot plenty of times real firearms and airsoft guns. This is just what I've been taught, what I've learned, what I do. So take it as you will. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment down below and smash that like button while you're at it. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single video. See you guys next time.